Hello, hello. Judge me for however you want, but over 10 years ago, I've already accepted me for who I am. Yes, sir. So we are back with another video. Unfortunately, I was not able to post last week, just trying to catch up on things. But this video, I want to say, is not going to be for those who are extremely uncomfortable within their spirituality, right? Because I think it was up until maybe like 17. When I was 17, I just started accepting certain things. So one of the main reasons, like, ultimately I'm here at this company doing this local job while my truck has been just parked up, God sent me here. And oftentimes when the Most High shows us certain things, sometimes we are in denial, right? Sometimes we ignore our intuition. Sometimes we ignore the signs. Sometimes we try to force certain things to make more sense of it, I guess. But I was actually led here, literally. And now that I've been here, I've worked it, I've done what I needed to do, fulfilling my obligations, it all makes sense. Everything's been connected, right? And it's really up to us to figure out what the connection means, figuring out the puzzle pieces to our roadmap, So I met some great people. Some of the people I've met, I feel like I was supposed to meet. And that whole saying that people are there for a season, a reason, and some just in passing or whatever. I came here because I needed to continue to work on things within myself, that it was not going to happen with me being over the road. Of course, with some of the legal issues I've been dealing with, I could not do everything that I needed to do while being on the road and doing this, because one of my cases was traffic related. Didn't share with y'all, but I'll share it with y'all now. One of my cases was traffic related, and it's taught me a lot. This year has taught me a lot about patience. Being here at this company has taught me a lot about patience. And whenever we are able to fulfill certain needs and I guess certain requirements really within our path, things will come to follow as they're supposed to. Okay, now there's someone coming back out. Hold on. So in the case of everything that's been going on now, everything makes sense now. It does. From the people I met, from this particular specific company I've been at, from my patience being tested many times to see if I would still just walk away from it without fulfilling what I need to fulfill. Everything makes sense. I'm not going to read the whole entire comment, but someone had made a certain comment, and it is a hard pill to swallow. It's a very hard pill to swallow, to start off as a company driver, do whatever you need to do to fill that role, and then end up elevating and getting a truck, your own business, your own operations, and then going back to square one. It's a very hard pill to swallow, but it has been a humbling experience, because I am a firm believer of whatever we're blessed with will be easily taken away from us at any given moment for any reason, for various reasons, right? Sometimes it could be because whether we appreciate things or not. Sometimes it could be we need to truly learn something a lot deeper within a certain lesson that we haven't learned before, but that's how the game goes. So I'm going to start this vlog and talk a little bit more about my truck. This is for those, I apologize to those who are in need of a position and trying to seek an opportunity with where I'm at. But at first I was going to promote the company or help them find a driver, not really promote them. But we end up finding out certain things that it wouldn't be in your best interest if I sent you here. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm not gonna elaborate at all. And yeah, these are some links, or these are some areas of where you can potentially find work. Okay, so if you need a job, check these out.
In Cedar Rapids, Hannity.com. We also have live studio audience shows in New York next Wednesday and Thursday. Tickets go fast. They're absolutely free. Again, Hannity.com to register. We hope you'll all join us. We'd love to see you. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have left this Friday evening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for making this show possible. This is our last toss to Laura but because of re-air times, we call it No Toss Friday. So let not your heart be troubled. Laura's...
So a very, very important part of this video that I want y'all to take from it, learn from my mistakes, for real, because these screenshots, emails, receipts, and everything, I'm not going to read them verbatim, but please feel free at your own discretion to read them up on your own. And all in all, I purchased these injectors June 13th of last year. And it wasn't until I got the proper diagnosis done on June 22nd. All in all, I realized that something was wrong with my truck, probably the beginning of this year, really. And the only thing I could really have thought of was the injectors, in a sense, because that was the most major job that I had last year, right? And the unfortunate part about this whole situation is that, well, let me back up a little bit. So the parts manager agreed to take off roughly $200 to give me a new part on his own, I guess basically out of convenience. But the unfortunate part about the situation is, y'all, I did not even need new injectors. My gut literally was like telling me, you know, this probably should be a job that can wait. But, you know, going based off of someone else's, I guess, professional opinion, rather, and his experience, he was telling me, you know, you over 800,000 miles. If you go ahead, just get a new set of injectors, it'll save you just more time from rebuilding the whole entire engine. So what did I do? I went with his word. And because he did used to work for Freightliner, the mechanic I'm talking about that I previously used to work with, I just went with it. All in all, trust your gut. If the saying is, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That saying is kind of like, I don't care for it. But in this case, I definitely shouldn't have fixed it. So learn from my mistakes. That's all I can say from that. And to the person who told me he was going through some issues with his injectors, I really do hope you get your truck fixed. Thank you so much for sharing, because a lot of this is a learning lesson. Y'all know how the saying goes, no regrets with life learned lessons. So learn from me. Y'all know that, sorry for the airplane, 1 second. Well, we're fueling, okay? So I was going to do a whole like, hey, this is our house, this is where I work, kind of. But when I be getting to work, all jokes aside, I just like want to be in and out, you know. Once they tell me the motor's ready, you're good to go. And all of it is drop and hook, no touch freight at all. So we just may have a little bit of driving and fueling, and we're done. You know, it's Friday night. Trying my best to keep up with the consistency of these videos, but life just be getting the best of us sometimes. Not really, but really. People talking way too much. Now for the home stretch, I wouldn't trade being an owner operator for nothing unless I become some prolific fleet op, like, you know. But all in all, I've been so uncomfortable, y'all. I don't know if y'all can tell my videos, but company driving, it's great. It is. But it feels different when we have our own. It feels different when we can really say, oh, I purchased this piece of land and I did it based off of my actual business ventures. The control, the freedom, not trying to say company drivers can't buy land. Y'all can. But it's just so much more that comes with being an owner operator than just the, you know, unforeseen circumstances of mechanical issues. It is. Yes, it's not all about the money. As an owner operator, the freedom and the control is different. I can sit there and take 2-3 months off and go chill up in Iceland for a little bit if I want to. As a company driver, you're fired. You think you have a job? It just depends. Circumstances will vary, but I wouldn't trade it for where I'm at. I wouldn't. It is a hard pill to swallow, though. So the time is like 2 o'clock in the morning. And thankfully made it. Like I said, all of these loads are drop and hook. And this is it, you know, because my body's so used to these crazy times. It's very rare I'll need a pick-me-up or energy drink or anything like that. But once I drop this trailer, I pick up the loaded trailer, head right back to North Carolina. That's another driver who just started this week. And again, like I said, I apologize to all those individuals who was actually looking for a position here, but they just gonna have to figure it out on their own, because I would never throw somebody into a delicate situation that, yeah, that's that. So I'm about to head back down on the road, and can I say, I wanted to say something but I forgot. But if you are a night driver or you have to drive at night, take the proper precautionary measures. Of course, have enough rest. If you gotta get an energy drink, get an energy drink, but crack your windows, chew some gum. Sunflower seeds help. I used to eat the barbecue ones heavy way back then, but now nah. But sunflower seeds help, pumpkin seeds help. So yeah, let's get back on down on this road. The other driver be rolling. Y'all hear that? Hey, so stop. I gotta use the restroom. But y'all know when I'm on the road, I never stay in rest areas. I don't know why. And I think it was a part of my training. My trainer was always so immune to just truck stops, you know, but I never go to rest areas, sleep at rest areas, unless I'm doing like a quick 30, or I gotta do something to leave. Unless I'm doing like a quick 30 and, you know, a little quick drop in, but nah, man, rest areas, I'm good. You don't got everything I need. Do what you love what you do, let it work best for you, walk in your own shoes, stay in your own lane, and finish strong no matter what, because a saying goes, before I forget, if y'all read either one of those books, Happy Money by Ken Honda or The Mastery of Love by Don Miguel, let me know.